name is Thomas Myladu. I am 59 years old. No, 69 years old. And I am the owner of Guru. I started in 1980. It was a second Indian restaurant, but they stopped after some time. So then I took over the first place. It's a very difficult job. Every day you have to be alert, about the food. So it is not easy, but then I got used to it. It is genuine food, and I insist on that. It depends also on how we approach the clients. The waiters don't take the order, we take the order. So it makes a little bit of difference. Me or my son, we ask them how much chili you want. But the only material we produce is chili. Otherwise, all the ingredients are there. We started 28 years ago. That time, it was not easy. Italians were not used to Indian food.
Until the 80s, 90s, we were suspicious towards other meals, other food and other flavors. But I think that also thanks to migrants, we started to open our food tastes to other spices, for example, or other tastes in general.
Everything you find here. But some 15 years ago, it was different. It was difficult to get all the ingredients.
Also because migrants were here, we started to have some economical agreements to import spices and other kind of foods. And I think that now today in every city of Italy, Italian cities, there are one ethnic shop, or in the supermarket there are an angle consecrated to ethnic food. The first pioneers were from India, but also from the Horn of Africa. From India, especially for a general poverty, but also for possibility to study, because here in Italy it was easy to access to universities and to degrees, masters, etc. More easy than in other countries, so it was attractive for many students. The main reason that people migrate from India are for an economical point of view, because the level of poverty is still very high, and there is very few possibility to move in the social scale, no social mobility inside, and very few people can access to education, a proper education. And also because there are casta inside there, it's difficult for the poor people to have access to a good lifestyle. In the 1970s, we were still a typical southern country of emigration, so we are not used to have migrants. Actually, we have the first migrants pioneers during the 70s, but we were not used to, so we had no migration laws, no procedures, nothing. We just have an open doors attitude. The benefits today for many experts and universities are for both, for the hosting countries and for the countries of origin of migrant people, for different ways, and in Italy especially, I would stress, because for the hosting countries, foreign people are a new resource. Sometimes they are more risk takers, employers. They have more creativity than us, and they can give to our country a lot of benefits and also resources. And for the country of origin, a migrant is economical resources, because with remittances they can help the families there, but also they can bring new skills to their countries. And in case of conflict, they are a resource also to rebuild the countries and the society, because they are more optimistic than the people who suffered the conflict there.
After I started the restaurant, I was always involved in some social activities, and I founded this Mother and Child Foundation. It is a shelter for children and mothers, and mostly unwed mothers. So, and India is difficult, socially difficult situation. So if one lady becomes pregnant, still unwed, it could be a big problem, because in India there are arranged marriages mostly, and they don't have a chance to make it in life. Well, there is no particular reason. That is what everybody should do. There is nothing surprising in it. Those who are left behind, somebody has to look after them. I raised my money from Italy. In India it won't be possible. I send about 4,000 or 5,000 euros a month, because education of the children and many other things, dress, we have to buy the dress for the children, we have to buy the food materials, and to pay the salaries. Once or twice, mostly twice a year, we conduct a big gathering, and there are about 1,500 to 2,000 people participate. After living here 40 years, I decided to stay here, and I just settled down, that's all. And my wife, I would have gone back had I not met my wife. Also, one of the reasons I settled down.
I would say that, for example, the general debate is concentrating on the emergency issue of migration. Migration is an invasion, is a crisis, it's an emergency to be blocked. But from my point of view, migration is a normal flow. It will continue in the history, also in the future, and it could be transformed in a benefit, because a cost today, an investment today, is a benefit for tomorrow. But the important thing is to invest not only and not especially on controls and on blocking the entries, but on integration. So try to activate a two-way process of exchange of cultures, traditions and resources.